Hello. We are going to work on the very first Start a Worksheet, a basic Microsoft Excel worksheet. So the first thing we need to do is open Excel. On the bottom left corner of your screen, you should have a search box. If you click in where it says type to search and then to begin typing Excel, it'll pop up. Mine actually appears right now because I've used it recently, but if I start typing it, I just type the E and it already came up. I'll select the Excel application. When you would open the Excel application, you were in what's called the backstage area, and we are going to click blank workbook. But you'll also see that there are many templates to choose from, and also below it are actual Excel spreadsheets that I've had open in the past. So I'm going to go ahead and choose blank workbook, and here we go, our blank Excel workbook. So the first thing you'll notice that at the top it's green. The title bar has a background of green. Word is blue, PowerPoint is orange, and Access is auburn. So it's green. Our very first workbook is called Book 1 until we give it a proper name. You do have a search box if you wanted to ask how to do a calculation or a formula. You could search within Excel. You also have your autosave on or off. You have your floppy disk, which is to save. The shortcut is Control S. You can undo and redo. And you may have a couple of more, or you may not. I put the print preview and spell check on my quick access toolbar. So if I wanted to, I could remove the spelling. It's gone now. And I could remove the print preview and print. So I've reduced what I have, or I can put them back in. So we'll get into this later on, customizing your quick access toolbar. And it should have your Microsoft application owner name, and we'll get into this in one moment, but you have minimize, maximize, restore, and close. So right now, this is your ribbon display option, and it shows your tabs and the ribbon immediately below it. I always have mine showing, but if you wanted to, or if you accidentally clicked and then just click this accidentally, auto hide, it goes away. There are 3 dots over here, the ellipsis, and if you click that, you get it back, but it's really only back temporarily. You would actually have to click this display, ribbon display options, and you could select show tabs, but it's just showing the tabs. I want the full ribbon, so I would select show tabs and commands, so you see everything. You're always in the default home tab position. The file, again, that's the backstage area if you wanted to open up a different worksheet, or if you wanted to save or print, and then to go back to your original worksheet, the back arrow. So that's the file button. Home, underneath the home tab, what is showing are the most common groups related to the home tab. For example, this group right here would be called the clipboard, which would be your copy, paste, and cut. The next group is your font group, and it has all to do with how you would change the look and feel of the font. And the next one is alignment, number, styles, and so forth. If you click the new tab, the entire ribbon changes based on inserting tables, add-ins, illustrations, and again, they're all broken up into groups. There is the draw and page layout, again with margins and themes, and the most popular one for Excel would be formulas, where you would put in your function library choices and so forth. So I'll go back to the home tab. That's the default setting. And below the ribbon, you have what's called a name box, and that indicates the location of my current cell location. Immediately to the right of it is your formula bar. If your formula bar is narrow, you can make it the same width, or you can make it larger. It's up to you what you want it to do, but I'll probably make it the same width. So the name box, just out of curiosity, if I click somewhere else, I'm in column G, So you always go by column first, the letters, and row 10. And if you look in the name box, it says the location, the active location is G10. If I pick somewhere else, I'm actually now in C6. So it's slightly highlighted, but you can tell exactly where you are. Control Home takes you back to A1. So columns are called first by the location and then row. So again, we're talking about columns and rows, and just to share with you, there are a total of over 1 million rows and over 16,000 columns in one workbook, one worksheet. So I just wanted to share that with you. Also out of curiosity, right now every column is the same width. So it could be in any column I wanted. If I choose Format and then select Column Width, it tells me the column width is 8.11. And what that refers to is 8 characters. And yours may be, I've seen 8.43. It all depends on what version application you're using, but it's around 8. And what that would mean is if you had 8 characters, 8 letters, 8 letter A's, it would fit in one cell. Not necessarily true for every letter, because the letter M and W are larger than, let's say, the letter I or L. So you could probably fit more in there. But it's basically the width of characters. So I'll go back to Control Home. So I'm back in A1. So we are going to begin this new worksheet. So you can have many sheets. And if you look down at the bottom, we're on sheet 1. If you wanted to add another one, you would click this plus sign and you would get another sheet, and they're numbered for you. If I wanted to remove it, I would right click and choose delete. And it'll ask, and I'm back to just sheet 1. You can have many sheets in one workbook. This particular worksheet in this workbook